So you want to know what 50 comics are worth $100 each, guaranteed? Watch the video and you'll find out why. Hey everybody, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today's a brand new series, 50 comics worth at least $100 each. There's a lot of reasons why they're worth that much, and we're gonna tell you. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, subscribe right now. It does help us out a lot, and also turn on that notification button because you don't want to miss the next video. So we did a lot of research to put this list together for you guys, so let's run down the criteria. The first thing is these books go for between $100 and $199. We also look at the most common condition and grade that's been sold for these books. We also only do recently sold books in the market on eBay, and also this is raw copies of the book. Also, these books are in no particular order. This is also an interactive video. I'd like you to follow along for all 50 titles, and in the comments down below, let me know how many of these 50 do you have in your collection. I'll let you know how many I have in my collection at the end of the video, and I'll also let you guys know how many I had at one point in my collection. There is a difference. Like I said, follow along the video. If you have any of these, mark them down and let us know in the comments down below. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump into the list. Very first book up on our list is Daredevil number 16. The reason why, we have the first appearance of the Masked Marauder, also features Spider-Man on the cover. Very fine copies of this have recently sold for $127. Number 2 on our list is Marvel Spotlight number 32, the first appearance of Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. This one right now has a very fine selling price of $125, and this book is spiking, so if you want to get it, now's the time. Number 3 on our list is an old faithful. This is Star Wars number 1. It's always been popular. Near mint copies of this book sell for $100 all the time. This one also has multiple prints, so be on the lookout. Make sure if you have this book, it is the first print. Next one is Thor number 126. This takes over from Journey into Mystery and features Thor versus Hercules. Very fine copies of this fall under our criteria at $199. Number 5 on our list is New Mutants number 87, the first appearance of Cable. This one has dropped quite a bit from its popularity and price. Right now, near mint copies of this only sell for about $130. At one time, this was a $300 book. Number 6 on our list is Fantastic Four number 46, the first appearance of Black Bolt. This one suffers from the same thing. It's gone down quite a bit in price because the Inhumans television series did not live up to the hype. Right now, very fine copies of this sell for about $160. Number 7 on our list is Uncanny X-Men number 130. This is the first appearance of Dazzler, a lot of people's favorite female characters. Right now, near mint copies of this are sold for $100. Side note, did you guys know that Dazzler made a cameo appearance in the latest X-Men movie? It was okay, but you know what? They could have done better. Next one up, number 8, is Avengers number 43. This is the first appearance of Red Guardian. This book has slipped because the Black Widow movie has been delayed. Right now, high grade, very fine copies of this sell for about $102. This might be the time to pick this up because it will spike once we get closer to the release of Black Widow. Number 9 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 33, final chapter. This is Stan Lee and Steve Ditko at their best. This is one of my favorite books, one of my favorite covers, and this one right now, fine copies of this sell for $130. This is an older book, that's why the fine version are more common. This is an undervalued book, and there are a lot of Amazing Spider-Mans on this list that are very much undervalued. Number 10 on our list is Uncanny X-Men number 96, the first appearance of Myra McTaggart. This one has recently spiked quite a bit because of the reference of that character in the House of X, Dawn of X storylines that Jonathan Hickman did. Right now, very fine copies of this book are selling for $120, and it keeps on going up. Next one, number 11, is Incredible Hulk number 102. This takes over from Tales to Astonish. Very fine copies of this book right now are selling for $180. This is a fantastic book if you can find it. Number 12 on our list is Daredevil number 131, a first appearance of a great villain. First appearance of Bullseye, that's what we get in this one. Right now, very fine versions of this book are selling for $130. Number 13 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 316, the very first appearance of Venom on a cover of a comic book. That's what this one is, and it's also a Todd McFarlane cover, so double goodness. Right now, near mint copies of this book sell for about $120. Number 14 on our list is another Amazing Spider-Man book. This is number 135. You cannot afford the first appearance of the Punisher because it's worth thousands, but this is the second appearance of the Punisher, and this one, for very fine near mint copies, you can get it for $175. Number 15 on our list is Thor number 165, the first appearance of him, Adam Warlock. You can get very good the fine copies of this for $160. Any higher grade on this book costs quite a bit more. Moving on to number 16 on our list is Avengers number 48, the first appearance of the Black Knight, the third version. Right now, very fine to high grade copies of this just make it under the mark at $199, but this book is spiking quite a bit. Number 17 on our list is Savage She-Hulk number 1, first appearance of She-Hulk, brought to you by none other than Stan Lee. Right now, near mint copies of this book are selling for about $110. You might want to grab this one. Apparently they're doing something with She-Hulk in TV or movie universe. This book is going to be worth some money. If you can get this one cheap, you should buy it. Next one, number 18, is Iron Fist number 1, the first solo series for Iron Fist. Near mint copies of this sell for exactly $100. Number 18 on our list is Marvel Spotlight number 2, the first appearance of Werewolf by Night, another book that is spiking, but if you're looking for a very fine copy, and if you have it in your collection, it sells for $180. Higher grade copies of this go for quite a bit more. If you have it, you're lucky. Next one up, number 20, Uncanny X-Men number 95. This is not a first appearance. This is a Death of Thunderbird. Very fine copies of this are selling for $102. If you have this one, you got over $100. Number 21 on our list is Fantastic Four number 53. This is the first appearance of another villain. First appearance of Claw. Very fine copies of this right now are selling for $112. Number 22 on our list is one of my favorites, Secret Wars number 8. Near mint copies of this are selling strong at $100. This is the origin of the symbiote black suit. You know what? This one's iconic. If you don't have this book, I'm surprised because most people do. Number 23 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 42, the first appearance of Mary Jane in my book. Very fine copies of this are selling for $153, and this one is undervalued because this is the title where she says, "Face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot," and that's a famous line, and this book should be worth quite a bit more. Moving on to number 24 is Incredible Hulk number 271, the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon, everyone's favorite varmint. There you go. Right now, very fine near mint copies of this are selling for about $110. Number 25 on our list is G.I. Joe number 21, the first appearance of Storm Shadow and the Silent comic. I love this one. Right now, near mint copies of this are selling for $150, and this book is going strong. You don't even want to know what a 9.8 sells for. All right, we're halfway through the list so far. How many of these books are in your collection? Hopefully you're keeping track. 25 more books to go. Let's not waste any more time. Number 26 is Iron Man number 54, the first appearance of Moondragon. This one, very fine and near mint copies are selling for $180, and this one has gone up quite a bit over the last few months. Number 27 on our list is Thor number 169. This is the origin of Galactus, and right now very fine copies of this are selling for $120. I absolutely love this cover. Number 28 on our list is Uncanny X-Men number 100. This is the old X-Men team, versus the new X-Men team, one of my favorite books. Right now, very fine copies of this one is selling for $105. Number 29 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 238, the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Right now, near mint copies of this are selling for $170. And don't forget to check the book to make sure the tattoos are in there, because if they're not there, it's not considered complete. Number 30 on our list is Silver Surfer number 14. This is a great crossover from Spider-Man, and Spider-Man also is on the cover. Right now, very fine copies of this book are selling for $170. High grades are just through the roof, so if you have this one, you've got some money. Number 31 on our list is Marvel Premiere number 15. This is the first appearance of Iron Fist. Didn't like the Netflix show, but I like the character in the comics. Very fine versions of this are selling for $150. Number 32 on our list is Captain America number 117, the first appearance of Falcon. Right now, mid-grade copies of this are selling for $180. Anything higher than that jumps up quite a bit. If you can find this book for a decent price, you should get it, because Falcon has a bright future in the Marvel Universe. Number 33 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 194. This is the first appearance of Black Cat. This is Marvel's version of Catwoman. This one right now, very fine, and the near mint copies of this fall just below our criteria at $199. On to number 34, another Amazing Spider-Man issue number 59, the first ever Mary Jane on the cover of a book. Right now, very fine and near mint copies sell for $120. Another Amazing Spider-Man book featuring Mary Jane that is undervalued in my opinion. Next up, number 35 is Incredible Hulk number 141, the first appearance of Doc Samson. Love this book, love this cover, love the character. Very fine copies of this are only selling for $100. Is that right? It should be worth some more money. Next up is number 36, Avengers number 196, the first appearance of Taskmaster. Right now, very fine and near mint copies of this are selling for $130, but this one is spiking because Taskmaster is the villain for the Black Widow movie, and everyone's talking about this character. You might want to get this right now. Next one up, number 37 is Daredevil number 168, the very first appearance of Elektra, a great female character. Right now, very fine copies of this are selling for $130, and she dies in a few issues later. That one's not quite worth this much. Moving on up to number 38, we have Uncanny X-Men number 129, the first appearance of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost, and the Dark Phoenix storyline starts. There's a lot of stuff going on in this book. Very fine copies of this right now are selling for $129. Chris Claremont goodness, there you go. Number 39 on our list is Thor number 337, the very first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Right now, near mint copies of this are selling for $150. There are a ton of these books available online, so don't pay a lot for this, because there's going to be even more available very soon. Okay guys, so there you go. There's 39. We got our last 10 books coming up. How many books do you have on this list so far? I know how many I have, but I'll share that at the end. Okay, let's jump right back into it at number 40, because we have Marvel Spotlight number 28, the first solo Moon Knight story, another one of my favorite characters. Right now, very fine and near mint copies of this sell for $135. There's a lot going on with Moon Knight. This is probably one you're going to want to get. Number 41 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 46, the first appearance of another villain, the first appearance of Shocker. Right now, very good. The fine copies of this only sell for $150. This is another book that is very undervalued. Come on, give Spider-Man some love. 42 on our list is another Amazing Spider-Man title, number 78, the first appearance of Prowler. Very fine copies of this are selling for $157, which makes most sense. This book should be selling for more. This character made an appearance in that Spider-Man animated movie, and it was great. I don't get it. Number 43 on our list is Uncanny X-Men number 266, the first appearance of Gambit. Near mint copies of this are selling for $140. This book has dropped a lot. I'm talking a lot. At one time, this character was extremely on fire. Since then, you can pick this one up for pretty cheap in comparison. Number 45 on our list is Fantastic Four number 65, the very first appearance of Ronan the Accuser. You might have heard that name before in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Great villain. Right now, very fine copies of this are selling for $142. Number 46, and sticking with Fantastic Four, we have number 112, awesome issue, Hulk versus the Thing. Very fine copies of this are selling for $130. This is a classic issue, an absolute amazing cover. This is definitely one I want to add to my collection. Number 47 on our list is X-Men number 49, the very first appearance of Magneto's daughter Polaris. This one right now is selling for very fine $150, which is very surprising, not to mention that it's a great looking Steranko cover. It's one of the best. Number 48 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 100. Is that correct? This is the famous anniversary issue. Very fine copies of this are only selling for $190. This should be worth a lot more. This is a great book. I have it in my collection and I absolutely love it. Number 49 on our list is one that is day by day. It goes up and down, but so far it's going up today. Spider-Woman number 1. Right now, near mint copies of this sell for $100. But if you just wait till tomorrow and maybe the next day, it might go down in price or it might go up. It's right there. It's teeter-tottering back and forth. Okay, guys, one more book on the list. Let's take a look at it. Number 50 is Incredible Hulk, number 182. Right now, very fine copies of this only sell for $110. Why is this one on the list? Well, it is the third appearance of Wolverine, one of my favorite characters, and it's only selling for $110. Give me a freaking break. Alright guys, so that's all 50 books that we found that fit the criteria of all being guaranteed worth $100 or more. So you followed along from the very beginning. How many of these books do you have in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me tell you how many I have right now. At this moment in my collection, I have 17 of these 50 books, and at one time, I think at a high, I had about 30 of the 50 books. Honestly, I wish I had them all. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.